Hey there, it's Sadie. And last time out, we won Crystal A. We got to 15, and we had a very strange one where we discovered odd stuff, such as the fact that we can actually have the Crystal Vengeance hit our own projectiles, which I had never seen happen before. But it was still a very comfortable win. This time out, we are playing Mantis B for run number 16. This ship can become very, very strong quite quickly, but the extreme early game is awkward and you can lose in very odd ways because there's a blind spot for the defensive drone, so it doesn't always shoot down shots that are coming at. In fact, it doesn't ever shoot down shots coming from this side of the screen at your two most critical rooms, and your ability to repair sucks. You can die if something hits your oxygen. Solar flares can really screw you over. A bad Salt and Shield fight is awful. So we start in a nebula, which is not really ideal because you're more likely to fly auto scouts here. Actually, I won't do this yet. I like having my second crew member on this ship in sensors, but that's obviously pointless in a nebula. We can't hit all these nebula jumps anyway, but I mean, I may just want to get out with a nebula until we've made a bit of scrap. I'll go here and then decide. There's a fairly common teleporter blue option, and it would be nice to find that, but unfortunately we just get free borders. That doesn't really do anything for us. Let's open all doors on the ship except the med bay. Yeah, we get a bit of combat training, that's it here. Okay, I think I am gonna jump here, there. I might even then go back down into the nebula, but this allows me to see all these beacons up here. And it gets me out of the nebula where I'm less likely to therefore fight auto scouts. You can kill auto scouts with the boarding drone, but it takes a long time and it can be very bad. If they have good weapons and the boarding drone lands on the wrong side, you may just take tons of damage. Letting my oxygen refill because of the vulnerability this ship has to taking hits on oxygen. The rest of it should fill up at the next beacon. Okay, we've got a fight. It's an auto scout. It's an auto scout that can hurt us, unfortunately, so hopefully our boarding drone lands on the correct side of the ship. No, it didn't. So yeah, this is one of the bad things that can happen. This combat drone and single laser can damage us. We will usually, I think actually shield skill is probably more valuable here. Like, usually we'll be okay, but if this lines up too fast shots, we can take damage. And we can't shut these down. We don't have any weapons, so we can't do anything to them. You know, the shields are broken. It doesn't help us at all. So yeah, this takes a while and is quite annoying. And if they hit our shields, this could be very, very bad. Because you cannot repair any, you know, remotely quickly. Yeah, there is exactly the... And they've hit our oxygen. I mean, fortunately, they didn't set a fire or something. But yeah, if our boarding drone, by contrast, had landed over on this side, we would have completely disabled their offense and be completely safe, and we would just have to wait for it to kill. They nearly did it again, but fortunately the basic laser did not line up with their too fast combat drone shots. Like, we should be fine here. We shouldn't take more than, 1 or 2 damage. It's just a matter of, if they do hit us again, what system do they hit? Let's let the oxygen refill a bit quickly. Them hitting drones would also be very annoying, because we can't run the boarding drone if they do that. Okay, there we got, they lined it up again, but we got a dodge at 10%. Let's take a look at the map while we're at it. Okay, we don't see a store, that's fine, although I actually quite like finding a store early on this ship. The thing, since we already have Shields 4, that's the most noteworthy thing about this ship, you want to get your engines up so that if you were to fight a very dangerous fight, you can just get away more quickly. Like, you imagine this ship if it had, I don't know, a missile instead of the single laser and it missiled my shields. That could be very, very dangerous. So having level 3 engines allows you to escape from those fights. The worst are Zoltan Shield fights, because you literally can't do anything to Zoltan Shield ships with Mantis B by default. Three more times. We've nearly got a full level of we probably will in fact we will definitely by the end of this fight have a full level of shield skill. And I'm not even deliberately training in this. We nearly have a full level of piloting as well. Now we do have a full level of piloting. That's how slow this is. The pilot training is wasted because I'm obviously not intending to have a Mantis as my pilot. There, the shield skill, I think the shield manning made a difference. That drone would have hit us if we hadn't been manning the shields. I'm generally pretty dismissive of shield skill, but things like combat drones, asteroid fields, that kind of thing does make it better, because they sort of fire a steady stream of shots very quickly. One more repair. Okay, we should have this. Hopefully we don't take any more damage. Looks like we'll be safe. 15 scrap. Gonna work on our engines immediately. Also send you over. So yeah, I nearly got the full shield training and full pilot training in that one battle. Nothing here. Is this a Rebel auto scout or a Rebel? I think this is just an ordinary crewed Rebel ship. Yes, it is. Now this is quite annoying because they have an anti-personnel drone and a med bay. I think I need to run them out of bombs, which is quite frustrating, because if they bomb my shields, I can't repair them remotely quickly. But like, how do I kill... I may not even be able to kill this ship, I may just need to escape from it. I'll charge my FTL, in case they get like a bad set of shots and I need to flee. When I run them out of bombs, I'll evaluate whether or not we need to escape. I should put you there. Like that, but landing in shields would be extremely bad. Because my Mantis does not exactly repair fast. That's the other danger here. I'll let you get that 1 point of repair and then go fix the oxygen. Because small bombs can set fires. Mantis B is like the only ship in the game that could potentially just die to a small bomb. Surely you must be out by now. I feel like they probably only have 1 or 2 more. Okay. I mean, it's fine if they don't do that again. I need to get the oxygen fixed or we'll all suffocate. Damn it, they still have some. I'm not running a second person in there because I want to be able to jump immediately if they do bomb my shields again. Okay, good. They've run out. So now let's fix everything and we'll think about this. I think the way to do this, and this is going to be tedious, we'll need to board, kill all their anti-personnel drones, which will involve boarding them a bunch of times, killing all the drones, warping back when we're low on health, and repairing, now that there's no risk of them hitting our teleporter. You can see here, if we had boarded earlier, we may well have just died. Because, you know, they do that, we're stuck over there, they have a med bay. What do you do? It'll probably be something like we board, kill all the drones, they only have a 2-tile med bay, and they have 3 crew, so we can kill one of them while the others are healing, although it might be tricky if it's a level 2 one. Then when there's only 2 of them, we send a boarding drone over, try to distract them with that, and we break the, our boarders break, or one of the boarders breaks the med bay. Something like that. And this is why I don't rate ships like this. Are one of the reasons I don't rate Mantis B that highly, because like you would think, oh well, we have a 4-person teleporter, surely this is better than like Slug B. Well, if I'm playing Slug B right now, I can fire a Artemis missile at this. I mean, the boarding situation would still be hard, but like it's nowhere near as tedious as this, and we wouldn't have needed to run them out of bombs first and risk having, you know, a bomb set a fire at our shields or oxygen. Or straight into... Actually, no, we don't want to go in there. It has healing when we do that. I am being dumb. Can we even kill this? Not sure we can actually kill that. We might be able to if we kite very carefully. We don't need to take any risks here because we're completely safe. At worst, we get out of this with no damage and having got a bunch of repair skill. Okay, yeah, we can kill this because it doesn't actually repair it. Our teleporter comes back fast enough that it doesn't full heal. Because anti-personnel drones heal very, very slowly. So we just teleport back, heal. We'll have to board twice for every boarding drone we have to kill, or anti-personnel drone rather, that we have to kill, which is quite tedious. You know, as long as we don't lose anyone, it's fine. Get a brief instant there where we were hitting it 2-on-1. It's possible that if we swapped that we could kill it in one go, but I'm not willing to risk that, or did some kiting. Like, this method definitely works and requires no particularly difficult micro. It just requires me to be willing to spend time on it. They'll have either 3 or 4. I think they'll have 4, unfortunately, since we've only killed 2 so far. I'll probably, once I've destroyed them, all the drones, try to board a few times to see if there's any way I can work out to break the clone bay without having the med bay without having to send a boarding drone over, because I'd like to do it without spending any drones, but I'm pretty sure we will have to do that. Ideally, this fight will give us an Engi, and then we will be in very good shape. It's the single best, other than getting your getting your engines up is usually to deal with the fact that you don't have anyone who can repair things. So getting an Engi is about the best thing that you can do to make yourself safe on this ship. We'll get our drone kill number 3 this time. Getting that 2v1 time. Yeah, they did have another one. Unfortunately, you don't even get combat skill for killing the anti-personnel drones, so it's literally, this is just setting ourselves up for a position where we can actually win the fight. Maybe. Maybe. I can definitely do it if I am willing to spend enough time and possibly multiple drones. I think I can probably do it with just one. Come on down. Today is a good day to die, anti-personnel drone. Please don't have another one. Doesn't seem like they do. Let's... Nope, they don't have any more. Okay, so let's see if we can do this without using the boarding drone, but I'm pretty sure we can't. Let's try to... focus them down. Okay, now we need to stay in place because we want to maximize our time on this guy who will be the last one. I think this won't work. Okay, maybe we killed this guy in time. Go, go, go. Pour the damage on. Damn it. I think that may be a level 2 medbay. Actually, can I? Yeah, that's a level 2 medbay. That's going too quickly. If you compare how quickly ours is going up to how quickly his is going up. Yeah, we definitely need a boarding drone for this then. Now I'm not even sure if a boarding drone will be enough. It depends on where it lands. How annoying. Well, at least it's landed in a spot where we can fight with 3 of us, so we'll be able to kill one of them. Problem is, this will drain the oxygen from that room. However, the good thing is that they'll prioritize... Oh, he ran to piloting because there's no air in there. Shit. I nearly just got my own Mantis killed by being inattentive. Let's not do that. Now we have maybe got them distracted enough that we could possibly break the med bay, or at least get it down to level 1. But we'll need to use another drone. See where this one lands. Good, it landed in shields again. Let's board that med bay. Are you joking? Can we kill one of them in time? Okay, we can. Well, that fight was tedious, but we did get a double reward, so it was worth it. Beyond the fact that I almost killed one of my Mantis by being inattentive. Engines up. I think I want this jump. I need to see more of these things down here. I think I'll take this one first and then hit the nebula if I don't see a store at this beacon. I could go like here, there, possibly. Yeah, we can explore the asteroid field and find nothing. Okay, there's a store. Let's try to get some scrap for this, although we do have some things to sell. We have mostly become secure for the immediate moment. A bad Zoltan Shield fight could still be tricky. Okay, now this ship... Actually, this ship is kind of annoying, because we need to power our boarding drone. But if we do that, we can't power level 2 shields. We need to get these weapons desynced a bit. Then send the boarding drone over, see where it lands. I'm amused by them cloaking right before the boarding drone landed. Actually, them cloaking is quite annoying because that means their weapons will resync. So we now need to run level 2 shields for a moment. Or they might resync. They didn't, but they could have done. And you have not landed where I want you to land. However, we can take this very patiently. They're quite desynced right now. Get that second shield up for just a moment. Why couldn't you have landed in weapons? Worst thing is he's going to run. Weapons will be the last place that he runs to, if he goes there at all. Yeah, there they would have lined up if we had not... Okay, good, he went there. But yeah, the mini beam would have damaged me if I hadn't temporarily put a second shield bubble up. Having to run a boarding drone in a half-power situation is not great. The mini beam will go off before the laser here. Run one for just a moment. As soon as I can safely power the boarding drone, we can take a weapon down and make this no danger. There we go. And now we just need to do the dance of them fixing things. Unfortunately, I think we're going to break the piloting here and just go to... I'm actually kind of tempted. I'm going to actually depower my boarding drone, and I'll wait until they fix a level of weapons, because I don't want him going to cloaking. I want him going to weapons after he breaks piloting. But if I powered him too early, he'll break that. That will still be broken, and he'll go to cloaking. I'm still not sure whether he'll go there. Okay, they did. Good. And for this next one, he can go wherever he wants, because he just needs to break one thing, and we win the fight. Although actually, if I depower him here, we know the piloting is only level 1. I think the cloak is level 2. Okay, never mind. I should have just sent him across. We'll still be fine. It takes much more time for an autoscout to fix a system than it does for a boarding drone. Yeah, it is level 2. Than it does for a boarding drone to break one. Even if they have to break 2 levels. I want 2 more jumps before this. Don't think I do. I can sell potentially Mantis pheromones and boarding drone to get, say, crew or hacking or something like that. Actually, no, I do want to, because I would rather keep the boarding drone for killing auto scouts if I can, because a crew member doesn't necessarily help me do that. Okay, this ship is relatively simple. Hopefully we don't get screwed over by the blind spot, but they're going to board us. We murder their boarder. Yes, please come and fight me in the med bay. This is extremely cooperative of you. They have their own Mantis. If that missile had been aimed at shields, because of the direction it came from, if it had been aimed at shields or drone control, our defensive drone would not have shot it down due to the blind spot bug. But thankfully, it was aimed at a system that our defensive drone is able to see the missile in time. I think the boundary is about here. I don't recall exactly. There's a graphic floating around if you look for FTL drone blind spots, and there's graphics for each ship as to where it is, and I think it's about here on Mantis B. Okay, good. Double scrap possibility, not so good. They have really good weapons. I also forgot to run you to sensors, which is a mistake. Well, if they have good okay, they don't. They have a Mantis, but their other crew member is an Engi, so we can win this pretty easily. This layout this early always has 2 crew. Nice! Welcome aboard, Engi. So, we've got level 3 engines, we've got an Engi now, so we don't need to worry about buying crew at that store. That means that if that store has hacking, we can get it there by selling the Mantis pheromones. mean, that would have been the case regardless, but had there been a choice between... Had we not had the Engi and there was a choice between hacking and an Engi, I would have actually bought the Engi in this specific... That's almost never the case. In fact, it's not the case on basically any other ship in the game. But Mantis B has some specific special case requirements. Okay. There is no hacking here. Is there another store? There's a burst one. We would need to upgrade our weapons to even use that. Mostly for popping Zolt shields. I'd prefer like an ion blast or a heavy laser. I mean, we can use it against auto scouts as well, but it's quite expensive. I think because I would need to upgrade my weapons to do this, it takes me too far away from being able to afford cloaking. Not cloaking, I don't want cloaking, hacking. You know, we buy this, and then we spend 40 more scrap when we get it. Well, we would be able to do it by selling Mantis pheromones, but we'd be at 7 scrap. There's a chance of another store in this sector, and there's an even better chance that there will be a store early in the next sector. I mean, ideally we would buy that, get the weapons up, and not find a store until late next sector, or make the scrap back quickly, but we're not guaranteed to do that. I would also buy a clone bay if it was there, but it's not. This ship is reasonably straightforward. I mean, we strictly don't even need to use the boarding drone to do this, because we could just let the solar flare going off kill them. But we would get hit by the solar flares as well while that was going on, and I don't see a reason to allow that. That's a level 2 mind control, that's quite annoying. It's gonna hit our mantises as well. Okay, good. Go and break that, actually. See, that's quite bad if they mind control our Engi again. They did take a bunch of damage from it, at least. Yeah, this is not great. Let's just go fight that before it spreads. Don't let him break the oxygen. Keep someone repairing at all times just to keep the progress. Now that the Engi is snapped out of it, he can go fix that pretty much immediately. Good. Nice. I guess we could have afforded the burst laser after all, because the 2 drones between them sell for almost as much as we need to get hacking, but I didn't know that that was going to happen. I think we're going to lose a jump here, but I'm not sure that we can do anything about that. Yeah, we'll accept the escort quest. That can be a store. It gives us something to aim at. Yes, slavers. We love these fights because they have a very high chance to drop crew. We board with everyone, even the Engi. We could use this as a trainer, but I'm not going to do that yet. Let's keep our crew's health up so that when the Zoltan goes pop, we're all fine. Now we 3v1 this rock. Give me another Mantis. The rock would give us more blue options, but Mantises are just better for fighting. The only advantage of a rock would be that you can board auto scouts with a rock with level 1 teleporter, and they have enough health that they survive without suffocating. But the Mantises are just generally more useful. I'm gonna actually put you here. Wow, another slaver. We will take some damage here, but we won't take very much. Yeah, 1. That's fine. Sadly, no crew drop there, but we got 23 scrap, so. Should I now boost a teleporter to allow me to board auto scouts? I'll jump into the next sector first, I think. Wow. Well, that's significant punish for not buying the burst laser. I mean, Zoltan, we can't board abandoned at all. We cannot do that. I suppose we have the boarding drone. We could use that. But, like, we need to use 2 or 3 for each one. It's not really feasible. I mean, not every fight in an abandoned sector is Lanius, but then not every fight in a Zoltan sector is Zoltan. I mean, I suppose if they're both 2 stores. I suppose if we went abandoned and we upgraded our teleporter, it's the same sort of thing as if the only the problem with that actually is, in addition to taking damage from suffocation, you're taking damage from fighting the Lanius. Like, the boarding bot would do it as long as the Lanius didn't also have dangerous weapons. But then, you know, the same can apply to a Zoltan ship, except we can't do anything to Zoltan shield ships. I think I'm actually going to go abandoned, because I can technically kill Lanius. Whereas I can't kill any ship with a Zoltan shield. Yeah, we have to go abandoned, which really sucks. Please have a store where I get a clone bay, like, immediately. Just jump here. Yeah, see, you do get some ships that are... I'm going to once again run this ship out of bombs. Now it's much less dangerous anyway compared to the previous time because, in fact, I'll probably train against this ship, but I'll leave in this bit. That's freeing my Engi up so that they can immediately fix shields, because that's the only thing that really matters if it takes a hit. Also do that so that if they land it and set a fire, the fire starts going out immediately. Yes, bomb random bits of empty hull. I wasn't fast enough to get out. There I managed to get out in time. Ninja dodge. No, I do still want that vented. Well, that's why we've entered the room. Could you go out, please? Don't wait for the O2 to refill. The only bad thing would have happened would be if they bombed it twice in a row, or if the fire had somehow burned something down. You lot just go and stand in one place so I can immediately move you to wherever I need to fix. Okay, we haven't spotted the store. but that quest might be one, so... Okay. So, we're gonna train dodge and shields here. So, I will see you when we have done that. Okay, we're back. I accidentally trained the wrong person on shields at the start, so it took a little bit longer than it should have done. But, well, shields and engines. So I've got this person who has like a bunch of engines and max shields. I also trained, the Mantis had almost full piloting anyway, so I got him the handful of other dodges that I needed in case like our engine somehow dies or something. Although that would be a disaster. Let's 4-person board. Don't know if we just win outright. I think we may just win outright. But like they have no med bay, so we're not going to take risks, and if necessary we'll just come back to our own ship. But I think we just win. Let's just get back. Why take even a small chance of losing them? Cool. Well, we suddenly have a solution for dealing with Lania's ships, because we also now kind of have a solution for dealing with the Zoltan shields. But of course we wouldn't have got that drop if we had gone to the Zoltan sector. Let's go to this quest. This could be a store. It's not, unfortunately, but it's a rebel ship. This ship can't hurt us, but it does have door controls, so that's a little bit awkward. Kind of tempted to board just 2 the first time. In fact, actually, here's an even better idea. Let's shoot their border drone and then board everyone into shields. Why do I keep saying boarding drone? Anti-personnel drone. Now we fight 4v3. They give up trying to fix that. The whole laser drop is part of the reason. Things like that, because you have whenever you get a crew kill, you have against a fight that has default rewards, you have a 1 in 9 chance to get a weapon drop anyway. So I figured we were likely to eventually get something, and it turned out that eventually was not that far off. Still no store. We need to look here just in case we spot a store there. We'll give you 2 fuel. Nice. And also, no, that's not a store. Good. In most fights, we don't really need to power either weapon. Suppose we might as well go in with whole laser power. Here we don't need it. Put the boarding drone up. Board into shields. Put the Engi and a Mantis into weapons, and the 2 Mantis into shields. And now we're fine. We have enough scrap right now that even if we didn't sell anything, which we have plenty of things to sell, I could buy hacking and a clone bay, both of which I want. One of the reasons I didn't sell the Mantis pheromones at that previous store because I wasn't going to buy anything for them immediately with the money immediately, and they do kind of have some utility in terms of kiting people. This is a double scrap possibility, so we're not accepting that. Basically same tactics as the last fight, except we don't need to put a boarding. We don't need to put a defense drone. Cool. So they repaired the 1 damage that we took and a bit more on top of it. Fix things. Okay, good. We've spotted the store. We don't need to farm up more scrap before this. We have loads and loads of scrap. We just need one good store. This is quite a good store. It has clone bay and hacking and small bomb. And a halberd beam, but I can't afford to get that as well. Hacking, clone bay, sell boarding drone, sell ion intruder, buy small bomb. We actually could buy the halberd beam as well by selling the Mantis pheromones. That seems a little bit greedy. Of course, we can kind of afford to be greedy right now. Screw it. You know, we probably won't be using that until much later in the run. But when we do use it, it will wreck stuff. Yeah, we have basically all we need now to win the game. We'll need to upgrade our hacking, really. That's about it. Not bothering with the second store, because after that first one, what would I need it for? It's our first actual Lanius ship, and it's a bit of a doozy. Could be pretty bad if the pulsar hits our weapons. But it hit theirs instead. One more whole laser shot. We'll then switch to heavy laser and small bomb. I probably should have actually already done that. Nah. Yeah, we got very lucky with the pulsar there. It hit their weapons twice. So the second time it didn't matter, and it didn't hit us even once. And we get a high scrap reward. Just some borders, unfortunately. Just vent these guys, preserve our training. Now we will have to fight a bit. But we preserved as much of our health as we can. I think we'll still have to vent our people, actually. Yeah. Ideally, we get another crew member reasonably soon so that we don't have to keep boarding with the Engi. And then he can actually preserve his skills. Those are really the only ones that matter. So we can take that jump at the bottom right and then go to the exit. I'd like to get hacking too before the sector is over. Party to investigate. It's just a quest. I think we might lose one jump here. Not really worth it. Yeah, we lose one jump. It's fine. Engi homeworlds with a boarding ship is kind of decent. The Engi homeworlds quest is quite good when you board. And we do have an Engi for free stuff, so. That's possibly the Federation base. I'd like to go there because you often get drops or crew. Okay, here we've got a fight with ASB on our side. Well, this is the rare elite ship. It's got level 6 shields and 4 weapons in Sector 3. Those level 5 or level 6? Actually, no, those are actually only level 4 or 5, but they have 4 different weapons. Now, we should be able to kill this with boarding, although it's kind of awkward because A, they're going to board us. I'm going to put my Engi in doors. They're going to board us, but more importantly, the ASB is going off and could kill our crew. But I think we have a Columbi, I guess, so it doesn't matter that much. Don't go into... Oh, for God's sake, that's the one place I need you to not go. Okay, in that case, we're going to kill the people on our... Can we get you to just get out of there? No. Unfortunately, we can't just... That's quite annoying. And that missed, so they're just gonna get healed. Maybe this time we can do it. Also, ideally, the ASB will like hit their weapon or something. No, that's not nearly as useful. Okay, good. Mantises, go and board them. Don't land on the weapons. Please hit their medbay. Okay, well their shield works too. We can now heavy laser their medbay. You die. Venting these guys. There we go. Do they actually have crew left? Surprised by that. Now they don't. We'll just vent our guys on their ship. We also got a human there. So we now have a fourth border and our Engi can remain on our ship for full time. We did have to use 2 drones on that fight. That can be one problem with this ship, is because you don't get cloaking on it, since it starts with 2 systems anyway and hacking is too good to not take. You can often have some rather expensive fights in terms of drones. I would normally buy hacking 2 here, but since we're going to hit a store, I'll hold off for just a moment. Participate in the study, cool, we get a fight. Pre-battle boarding Engis. Okay, weapons are down, we're safe. Bye now. Nice. Double reward and a drop. I actually don't need to vent my people because we're going to a store next, so we'll get 2 lots of healing. Usually the human needs to be vented. Even 2 lots of healing won't get them back to full. We could, I guess, go to 2 stores, but I don't feel the need to do that. We're pretty much just going to a store in case there's something decent there, rather than because we really, and I guess to sell the thing that just dropped, rather than because we really need to. Zone shield bypass would be the thing that we want now, or, you know, a beam drone could be useful. I probably wouldn't buy that this early. You often get those for free, especially when we're in an edgy sector. Okay, we can get battery, long-range scanners. We buy those and DNA bank. Let's see, 30 plus 40 is 70. We can actually buy those exactly. We can buy long-range scanners, backup DNA bank, and backup battery. Yeah, that's why I save scrap. So we now have complete security against losing crew. We will be able to find loads of fights. And, you know, we've got our systems all set. Welcome to the corner of stores. The top side? I guess so. It's kind of awkward, but... Listen to their Yes, send the human to communicate with the Mantis. We would absolutely love to have 4 Mantis boarding. Okay, you now go on engines, because that's the thing I want second training on. Give me some free stuff. We'll take that. Go here to look at this corner first, although we almost certainly won't go there. It'd be nice to get a bit more scrap and have level 2 hacking before we jump into the solar flare. I'm gonna board with 3 of my crew here, considering they're boarding me with one of theirs. Not exactly in much danger. You go in weapons, you go smash Quasi. We don't even need to use hacking or a bomb here. Yeah, we just win. Sort of a triple reward. A heavy ion will just get sold as soon as it can be, but you need venting. You don't, because you're staying on the ship most of the time. Hacking up now. We'll probably put hacking up again next as well, because I like hacking 3 early on a boarding ship. I quite like, because you can then have really, really long weapon hacks and have loads and loads of time to win fights, especially with a 4-person teleporter. Yeah, take a fight, take that fight. Okay, this fight is pretty bad. Why am I not using the small bomb as well? That's a misplay. Stick, you have full pilot training. Well, actually you don't, because you've been vetted, but you have mostly full pilot training. Go do that so the Engi is free to do repairs. Spend another bomb to get through this old shield faster, because as soon as we're through it, we are safe. Okay. I don't appreciate these shenanigans. I think with that hack we will just kill them before they get to use their lasers on me. Yep, and we even get another human for it. There's some fire on their ship, we'll vent our crew there. We wouldn't normally want to vent in a solar flare in case our clone bay got hit, but we don't care because we have a backup DNA bank. I guess it does mean we'll take like one more solar flare and might take damage from that, but it's worth that to have all of my crew at max. We also aren't going to take damage from it, it's just hit a system that we can easily vent. I guess we might get hit by one more because of the amount of time it's going to take to clone all these guys. Let me just check, do we have enough time? Yes, we can go here, there, possibly there, and then out. Let's jump out before that hits. We can get our Mantis back quickly. No, we will not accept your bribe. We don't need hacking here. We can just use the defensive drone to protect us from the missile. Did you have 2 crew or 3? Okay, well, the defensive drone plan ain't perfect, I guess. Go and fix that. One, 2 in shields, 1 in weapons, and 1 in medbay. You 2 kite. We don't want to injure these humans too quickly. We kill this guy. Not quite, it looks like. For fuck's sake. That's the problem with defensive drones. Especially on this ship. I guess we should have hacked. Everybody go back to your places. Yeah, if we hack there, we can like board into the weapons, break those, and they won't be able to run people to the medbay as easily. But you know, I thought the defense drone would be more reliable. I don't know why I thought that would be the case. It's triumph of hope over experience. Position, but I will fix that now. Okay, let's make sure I do have 2 jumps here. I actually don't, so I want to just go to where the fight is indicated. Unmarked beacons can be pretty good in Engi sectors, but they can also be quite bad. And this is a storage cache, so I'm glad we went here, especially since this storage cache literally can't hurt us. Do we get training here? Yeah, we get training here. So I will meet you back when we have fully trained. We can even get weapon training here. We can just do this. So I'll see you when that's done. Okay, we're back. We've full trained everything except weapons, which we will train the next time we shoot them. So let's... Since this ship can't hurt us, we'll just board directly into shields. They have the buffer upgrade, that's annoying. Use the whole laser, actually. I could board with this Mantis, but whatever. I will board with these 2. Come on, take that down. Okay, well we've got it down now anyway. Let's switch to the heavy laser now because it's faster. If this ship had actually had weapons that were dangerous to us, well, we wouldn't have trained, but we would have hacked weapons and boarded weapons and just taken those down. Why did I shoot at the weapons there? It's because I mentioned shooting at weapons. 2 more shots. I seem to remember this was a storage cache. So hopefully we get the double reward here. And we did. Cool. I've also realized while we were waiting that I should put halberd beam here instead of hull laser. Even though I can't power it, I think it still works for, if I recall correctly, for the cut the ship out blue option. I'll hold my scrap just because we're about to jump to the next sector. But I'd like to get hack 3. No, I really need my drone parts on this ship. Civilian. Cool. Hack 3, get a power bar. We can pretty much use our long-range scanners at this point to find fights. Like, we don't need to prioritize stores that much. We just need to find one occasionally to get, some drone parts and repairs every, like 1 a sector, if even that. Let's attack this ship to get to the sensor station. So we're going to do this boarding style. We shouldn't need to use our weapons at all. Board right into there. They won't fully break the weapons, they will bring this down. Start powering the bomb again, but as soon as we can, they break this in 6.25 seconds. That takes way longer than that to fire. Oh yeah, we should clone these guys. And all we need to do is make sure they never get their weapons back, which we can easily achieve. Let them actually fix that a little bit quicker, because I want to reboard and break it and get it all the way down. Then I can probably send my other boarders over to shields. So yeah, bomb's back, but it's never going to get to fire. And we can literally just do that every time they get a point of repair on that system. As long as we have some people ready and the teleporter is off cooldown, we board immediately. Given that we have a level 3 hack on there, we have quite a lot of grace time as well. We may not be able to actually get the shields down, we'll see. We could if we just repeatedly boarded it, but then we risk them having their weapons back, and I don't feel like taking that risk because we don't have to. We could bomb the shields down, but we don't have to do that either. Yeah, we'll do it. If we get the shields down, we can just shoot this. If it gets up before our clones, which actually I don't think it's going to do anyway. Take out their... oh wow, they've got level 3 piloting. Ah! We definitely won't ever need the bomb. You guys go there, I guess. Get some melee training before you die again. That was only down for a brief moment, but that was all we needed. Now it will stay down, and we can finish them off with the heavy laser. So yeah, their weapons could technically damage us, but... okay. My FTL just crashed. 'Cause Well, that's irritating. It's just throwing me back to the beginning of the fight. Well, I'm going to cut this bit because, you know, you've just seen the fight, so... Actually, I guess I'll leave it in. That's very annoying. I've not had FTL just full out crash on me for a while. Let's make sure that my stuff is still tracking properly. Yeah, is this the I can't remember if this now is the... It looks like there's no scrap in Sector 4, but I think this actually is just the first jump in the sector. Yeah, it is. How strange. Make sure nothing is affected, like the recording or anything. No, the recording is still going fine. It's just the game that for some reason decided to conk out. There's no way we ever break that system. They have 5 levels in it. Let them get 1 level back quickly. Now we keep that fully powered the whole time. Keep cloning. I think we found that this time we have enough time to board the shields twice in a row because of the delayed repairs from the hack. Shields though, because I seem to remember we discovered they had level 3 piloting. Yes, indeed. Down you go. Now, don't crash the game this time. Okay, good. So we have a full sector scan on the first jump. That's quite good. On that top store? Probably not. Yeah, the spot's quite awkward. I think we might go like here, there, onwards, and hit this later store. As I said, we only really need a sector, if even that, just to make sure that we stay stocked up on repairs and keep our drones up. I'll probably buy drones quite aggressively, since we can end up using multiples of them in one fight. Okay, well the last time we had a fight like this and I didn't use a hack, I regretted it, so let's do that. Since they have no medbay, we don't need to board into weapons. We can just do a big long hack and board shields. Looks like they've got a boarding drone, or an ion intruder in fact. I don't care about that, my crew aren't going to die, and we have backup DNA bank anyway. Big long hack. damage on him. Go and fix that. You're bad at it, but I'm gonna ban you anyway, so. Next upgrade is probably our shields. But I'll build up a bit of scrap first, in case, say, there's some reason I decide to go to the upper store. Maybe we get a great drop at the next jump. Do we have anything to sell? Yeah, the heavy ion. So yeah, if we were to get a drop at the next jump, I would probably, or, you know, while we were on our way, like at one of these two, I would go to the store. Just to be rid of the two things that we have that we don't want. In fact, would we get rid of them? Yeah, we get rid of the whole laser as well. At this point, we will never use that. What's your specialty? I'm not spending 19 scrap on sensors. I have somebody in that room, and it's not very valuable. Okay, so this will be a low power battle. We'll have 6 power for it. Where do we want those to be? Something like this. On the other hand, level 3 hack on their weapons pretty much locks this battle down. Take that out. That's not level 3, so that means they just die before they get to do anything to me. Cool, we get another Engi, so our crew is now all filled up. You go over shields. You get vented, you need to get vented too, and so do you. We could upgrade the clone bay, but that would pretty much just be a convenience thing, considering that we have backup DNA banks, so there's no risk of a missile taking it down or preventing us from cloning people. We'll save the correct positions once everyone is cloned. If I get a decent training opportunity, I might make the Engi my engines person, but I don't know whether I can be bothered to do a third lot of training in this run. Yeah, skip that store. Okay, this ship is slightly annoying because of the running away thing. Drones are actually more dangerous than the weapons here, so I'm going to hack those. If we blow all the drones up, we can just concentrate on keeping this down. Wait until they fire the ion, now hack. Take the weapons out with that. Wow, that looks like it's level 3. And And this is one situation. Just boarding over and over again doesn't work for this, because eventually, you know, it takes about 6 seconds to break it each time, and that's time they're charging their FTL, so eventually they escape. So what we'll need to do is break the engines instead as well. Let's start working on that. Okay, good, they're low-level engines. And what you want to have is for them to be broken at different times, so that at any given moment, each system, you know, at any given moment, at least one of each system is broken. Can these please blow up? Good. Although actually we didn't blow up the one I wanted to. Having to use a few more bombs than I would like here. However, we should now be able to rotate these two things. Now, they're sort of synced up. They won't be though once we finish breaking this one, and our next lot of boarders are going to go into piloting and break that. Also, our oxygen is low. I don't know how we haven't blown up all the drones by now. Considering the chance of blowing up a drone goes up with level 3, with more levels of hacking, and we have the max hacking level. For fuck's sake. Yeah, they're actually about to escape. I need to offset this properly now. I can see that change to jump imminent right there. Thinking how we have blown up all of there. We're having to use way too many bombs for this fight. It's quite annoying. Could you start trying to break the shields? Actually, I should keep that up in case they get things fixed while my crew are on their ships. Since backup DNA bank does not bring them back if they get run off with. And if I got the option, I could board here with all 4 and then break both systems at a time. I'm not going to do that because amongst other things I want to... Oh, for fuck's sake. They keep coming up at exactly the same time, which I don't understand why that's happening, because we're not applying the damage at the same moment. So that shouldn't occur. These should be offset. But some previous damage I did, I guess, has got, like, because they're multiple levels, they are synced up somehow. obviously board the shield to break them. Then if we can hit them with our heavy laser, we might be able to apply a breach. We didn't, but we did still break the system, and now now they are properly offset. Yeah, that was an annoying fight, and we don't even get very much for it. That was really expensive in terms of missiles. I think that's because they had level 3 piloting, so I ended up. No, it's because it's just because of when we initially bombed the engines. I think that ended up happening. They weren't offset. I thought they would be, but the timing is kind of tricky. Okay, well, this ship is not trying to run, and that means we can use much easier and less annoying tactics. I think that's an ion bomb. Don't think we even need to use a single bomb here, and I'd very much like to not have to use one. Nope, we don't need to use bombs here. This time we will keep 2 people, break weapons, then we'll switch to boarding, alternating between shields and weapons and breaking both systems. Get back just a tiny bit of melee training before you die. Will I be able to board shields twice in a row here? I think I probably can, because I do still have the hack on that system, so it's not a disaster if they have the bomb back and I'm not immediately ready to board. I suppose this would be the only other situation where having Clone Bay up would actually be an advantage. It just gets your crew back quicker. Everything has max level. I can actually board shields again because I can take this out with a laser. Yeah, everything in this sector seems to have level 3 piloting. It's most annoying. Okay, we don't have to board again. Despite the fact that our Mantises are dying over and over again, they're still keeping up, like... Cool, we got a double reward. They're still keeping up, like, a level of melee skill, which is all you really need. It'd be cool if we could keep them. Well, Robert Smith hasn't, but I guess they can't all be winners. As long as you keep, like, some melee skill, which most of our crew do. And Robert Smith is the most recent Mantis to join, so it may just be he hasn't built much up. He's the most recent join among fighting crew. Auto Scout. Kind of need to be wary of the hack, but not really, because them hacking our clone bay doesn't matter here. We have backup DNA bank. So we just use the same tactics as we have been. with more annoyance because it's a low power situation. We'll actually let them shoot the ion and then... Back up DNA bank. They won't get the fire of this anyway, I think. Actually, maybe they won't. Looks like they're going to fire that right before... Oh no, we broke it right in time. Not sure why you're not powering the heavy laser, but it's fine. Break this. I don't want them to like bring it up and decide to hack my teleport. That would actually be annoying. Like that fixes, and we break that. I think probably I'm going to win this fight by just... I can't even be bothered to switch to... Especially since they have level 6 shield, we would need to hit that so many times. I'm going to just repeatedly board these two systems. And I'll cut this out because it's not that exciting to watch, but you know, we will win this with no further problems. Okay, we're back. That didn't really take that long. Once I got the two systems down, the weapons and hacking down, I could actually 4-person board onto that side. Like, I'd just wait. I got them synced up for when they repaired, so I could just board all of my people and then break both systems. Yeah, we're gonna have loads of scrap when we hit this store. This part of the sector, though, seems a bit disappointing in terms of how many actual fights there are. Although, in civilian sectors, the empty beacons are sometimes like aid the civilian ship and things like that, so let's hope that's the case here. Take the stress store. We need to buy some fuel. Yep, see, it does work, even though we don't actually have a high enough weapon system to use this. We still can do it. So yeah, we got 26 scrap from the halberd beam somehow. Don't ask too many questions. We don't want any of this. Oh, please. L2, drones. We'll just repair the full. I don't usually do that, but... And we get an anti-combat drone. We might actually keep that for the drone surge phase of the flagship, because that can actually be a bit tricky on this ship since you can't get... If you buy hacking, you can't get cloaking. Get our shields up now. Go here, there, possibly there. I don't think we have enough space for it, but I don't really want to dive. Cool, give us free things. We will never use that laser, but it sells for 32 scrap. We'll attack this pirate. Mind control something we don't really care about. We might be able to rush these two down fast enough that we don't even need to use a, it doesn't matter. We kill these two quickly enough. We may not need to use a drone of any kind. Like, this is just free weapons and repair training, frankly. Yep. Drone part saved. And yeah, we definitely don't have enough room for another jump. honestly, let's start these guys all in here. Like, at this point, like, does a 4-Mantis boarding team really care what they're boarding into? There's nothing that we could possibly face that will be able to stand up to us, so let's just go in. Like, if I really need to, I can get my, I can just upgrade my sensors. A slug gives us more options. We could deal with landing as bombers. I don't see a reason. It's kind of arrogant to go to abandoned 5, generally, and especially the boarding ship. We could do it just as a flex, but there's more stores in slug sectors. There's a fairly common blue option from having a Mantis, so since we have an immediate store, we won't get the oxygen buffer yet. Blast would have been interesting earlier. Actually buy all the drones to make sure we keep them. To make sure that we keep them. To make sure that we stay at a reasonable number. I'm talking nonsense. Could be a store up there. I only really care if there's fuel. If we see fights up there, I might go there. We probably don't need to hack this shit. Free crew. This chain ion is like whatever. Well, we might as well swap that out. You have. I suppose I could have kicked out one of the humans, but they actually have useful training, and the Engi that I booted off didn't. If we get a slug, I might take that so that we can put them in piloting, since we're never going to have mind control counter. Okay, it's worth going up here. This could be a manually search event or something like that. It's almost certainly something that'll give us scrap. And there's a fight as well. So it allows us to also see those upper jumps and see if there is a store there, which we would go to just to buy fuel. Because we've sort of been hovering around the just under 10 mark for a while. Boarding ships are a bit weird. We've got a lot of rewards for boarding where you get crew or where you get weapon drops. One of the, there's like 9 different outcomes. Well, there aren't, but there's 5, but they have, like, their odds are, you can express them in ninths. And about 2 times in 9, when you board, you will get high fuel and scrap. But we haven't been getting that so much because we've been getting the ones where it's like 1 in 9 weapon drop or 1 in 9 crew drop. Okay, we will want to hack this. Now, even though this isn't a 4-tile room, I quite like hacking weapons on this layout because you can board, and if you're using a 4-tile room, 4-tile teleporter rather, you can board into weapons and put the others in shields. The shields are sort of double, you know, the doors are like double locked. Like, we may not run these guys from here. No. Okay, we took damage there because I wasn't paying attention. They also hit all 3 of their shots, so that was quite good. Yeah, we may not even need to bomb medbay here because of the fact that we have such control over their doors. Like, yeah, you're not getting out. Like, for these 2 to get to the medbay, they need to break through multiple sets of locked doors. Both rooms of which have Mantis in them. So yeah, we shouldn't have taken damage there. Because I could have just engaged the hack and prevented the beam from going off. Okay, there is a store up there, so let's go to it. Maybe didn't need to vent my crew then. So this is a 3-store sector. There's always guaranteed to be 2 crew. Oh, I saved my crew position. Some of my people were over on the other ship, I think, so the game is confused when I'm trying to return them back to their position. Yeah, because there's always 2 stores in the nebula itself, and it's just there's a 50-50 chance that there will be one outside the nebula or not. And since there is one outside the nebula, this is a 3-store sector. Okay, why the flak? Keep that on our belt instead of the halberd beam because we can use that for rapid silver shield popping. In fact, let's do this now. Although I won't use... I'm not typically going to use it because we don't need to. It's usually better to have my power elsewhere. We can manually search. We have a clone bay. Nothing here. There's the other. So there's no point going there. We have 38 scrap. Like, we could buy some fuel, but who cares? We've had 2 stores anyway. Let's start getting some more scrap. Might need to double drone this because of the fact that they can cloak and buy time. Actually, if I warp them into shields, it will force the other 2 crew into weapons, and then we don't have to move them around. The distraction of having to move them around is what caused us to take damage in that previous fight. Maybe we'll get away without having to use 2 drones here. Depends on how many crew they have. Slug ships have a lot of crew. It's one of the more annoying things about them. Yeah, they actually have. I hit that while they're cloaked. You shouldn't even be able to target there. I think it's because we have crew over on that. Wait, is that medbay still up? No, I don't think it is. And everyone get vented. Cloning. We have fights to go to. Can we go there? And no, we can't. I'm tempted to go there and then jump back and hit this. Depends on what I see down there. So we're kind of ahead of the fleet pursuit. Also, the exit is in a nebula, so I don't care if we dive. I just want to hoover up as much scrap as possible. Yeah, let's do that. If we see fights down there, we'll take that route, otherwise we jump back up. Okay, it's a coffin. Should we do this with defense drone? This coffin likes their islands. Let's do this with defense drone. This will probably result in us taking damage again. Nope. Although they'll probably get one more. This is a pretty good fight trainer ship, combat trainer ship as well, because middle... We did, of course, take damage again. The middle compartment now has no crew in it, so our people can just tear their systems down. And there's nothing at all they can do about it. And they'll get loads and loads of points of training. Stick, you don't need to do any more. Who is closest to being... Okay, Stick and Aki have both maxed, so you two go and break pile of it. There's a slug in there, we can literally kill them by just hitting them with heavy lasers. Didn't even take 4 of them because we put a breach in there, so they suffocated. Or maybe we set a fire. One of the two. I mean, we definitely set a breach, but we may also have got a fire. One fight. Yeah, we'll take this. We may be able to loop back up to that, whereas we definitely won't be able to loop down to this fight. We will attack the ship. I think we do want to hack this. Double bombs makes me, and a medbay makes me nervous. Light them in shields. Hold on the medbays, they can't run there. Now we win. Okay, well we just got a weapons Engi, so let's throw this human off. Save crew positions, now vent. No fight down here, but there might be more in that little corner. I should look into installing speed hack or something like that, just so that this is a bit less tedious. Or I could upgrade my clone bay. I have something else that I want to do first. So. Several something else's, in fact. I want my hacking in case the ship is dangerous. Yeah, like the weapon that they have that does fire is just a fire beam. Like, you like your beams over there, but, you don't have anything that can meaningfully pop shield bubbles, and the one thing you have doesn't really sync up with these very well. We'll hack this anyway, just, you know, preventing the extremely minor chance that they could, like, shoot this and then glade beam me while shield. We dodged, so we didn't need to do that. But I couldn't be secure in that. Definitely being the case. Get cloned. Okay, we found a fight there. We'll go to that, and then we can still jump back to this. Also, we have maxed our shields already in Sector 5. We could fight the boss right now and win. We'd like to upgrade. We want to get our teleporter up. We want to get the Clumbe up and some more engines. Have our weapons high enough to use the halberd beam. But if we really had to, we fought the flagship now, we could beat it. More fighting. Okay, since the defense drone keeps utterly failing abysmally, let's just do the sensible thing and use hacking. Let them all in. We have 4 Mantis, they have 3 Mantis and an Engi. You're never getting to use that Hermes missile. Need to ban you, yeah, let's ban you as well. I think now I'll get Clone Bay up next. Then probably work on teleporter. Weapons can come last because, you know, I'm not using weapons. In most fights I'm not even needing to use the small bomb because hacking and 4 Mantis boarding is just ridiculous. Yeah, this is why a lot of people quite like this ship, and it is very strong once it gets going. It's just the early game is the most important bit of the game, and it is it can become strong even like in Sector 1. Like, we were pretty strong by the end of Sector 1 in this one, but it's fragile. No, let's refuse. That will cause a fight. We can once again board the coffin. We don't even need to use hacking again. That's Sophia and Aki. I don't need to optimize this. We'll just break their stuff, and if some of our people don't get as much melee training as they could, who cares? They all have level 1, which is pretty much all they'll usually get anyway, because they're going to get cloned most of the time. We won't have to do it this time, because we'll just kill this slug in there with our heavy laser. Stick won't quite be at full health, but that's fine. I just wanted to look at the map, but let's stop the game from complaining at me. No, we're not accepting a surrender. We have no reason at all to do that. There we go. We must have got a fire in there sometime earlier, because 3 heavy lasers is 90 hit points. Slugs have 100 health. So something caused the other 10. Don't know if there's anything at these jumps, but we might as well take them. We have 21 fuel. Oh yeah, I meant to get my Clumbe up. And yeah, Stick got back up to max. Disappointing last couple of jumps, but we don't have Zoltan Shield bypass or mind control. The Zoltan sector could be dangerous. Let's just stick around in the Slug Nebula. There's a store there. That's the out of the nebula store. We don't care about that. We're just going to take these fights. We'll find at least one within the nebula, stock up, and keep going. Double bombs in medbay means we should hack here. Yeah, your crew are not really well suited to fighting 4 mantises. Just putting it out there. If you want to be a boarding ship, you probably want better crew. Have we spotted anything interesting? Not really. Yeah, we can take that fight in those 2 down below, I guess. Get our engines up a little bit more. Next up, we'll work on the teleport, although that's mostly useful for auto scouts, and there basically are no auto. I'm not sure if there are any auto scouts at all in slug sectors, but if there are, they're very rare. Like, you'll fight other types of rebel ships occasionally, but they're not as common as they are in other ones. Yeah, like here, we've got a rebel ship, it's a disruptor, and it's not. Just find out what that's going at. Okay, we don't care about that, thanks to the, we do actually need the heavy laser though, because this is going to block us from hitting their clone bay. Otherwise, wow, they have multiple drones. Let's get out of the room where they're healing, man. Damn it. We're not in much risk of taking damage here, although I think this is an ion bomb. But even so, there's not that much chance. Oh, god damn it. You break that, please. Good, we finally hit the damn thing. And their system repair drone is distracted, so we should be able to do this. Though our mantises are kind of low on health. Do all of this shenanigans. Switch positions. There. We didn't even have any of our mantises die in that annoying fight. Oh no, it wasn't an ion bomb, it was a small bomb. Of course it was, we saw it hit the... How inconsiderate, they've stopped me from venting my crew until I fix my doors. Anything to sell right now? No. But we have at least several more fights to go to before we would go to any shop. Yeah, we got lots more. Let's go here, here, there, or something like that. Yeah. We get at least 3 of those, and I think we can hit all 4. Quite likely be safe without hacking this, but we have enough drones to do it, so. And if we hack, we're definitely safe. I don't know why I'm bothering to power this, it doesn't do anything. I suppose I could power the flak, but let's put the power elsewhere. No cloning. Ion Bomb is kind of a nice weapon, and you can use it to support boarding, but Small Bomb is better because it does actual permanent damage. You two don't actually need to be vented. But yeah, like if we didn't have the Small Bomb, we could use the Ion Bomb now. It's slower, but it is actually guaranteed to take out any medical system because they are at most level 3, and Ion is 4 points of Ion damage. I mean, admittedly, it eventually runs out, but it lasts 20 seconds, and that's generally as much time as if your boarders are needing longer than that, then either you're losing the fight anyway, or you're doing something wrong. This ship isn't too dangerous, but we will hack because they have a med bay. Control their movements. And the odds that a charge ion is going to get through our level 8 shields is pretty remote. Haha, I timed that perfectly. Let's just make sure. I don't know how many crew they have at this point now. They don't have any crew now. Pegasus. Pegasus is also a decent boarding support weapon. Basically, missiles in general, this is sort of their niche in the game, is that they're good for supporting boarding. Like here you can see, I have weapons level 3 in Sector 6. Obviously for a gunship, that's completely suicidal. But as a boarding ship, you don't really need to. If you just have a good missile weapon, you do what minimal targeted damage do you need, usually to weapons and or medbay. And you can prioritize and upgrading other stuff, and that's why we had level 8 shields in Sector 5. And you know, we had level 3 hack really early. All the other stuff that we had. And it saves on power because you don't have to put as much into your weapon, so you can distribute it elsewhere. That allows you to run, you know, the high level shields and the higher level hack that we normally would be doing here. We will hack here because of the med bay. It's also a marginal chance we can take damage. It's not very great, but ah, damn it, they actually survived and got out of it. Oh well, we'll just break their weapons. They can heal in the med bay. When they come back again, we will still kill them. Yeah, we'll battle these people. Even you. That exit location is beautiful. I hadn't really realized that until now. I actually can take this lower fight because it actually, no, it doesn't see any extra beacons, so it's kind of irrelevant. Take that one then, just for the sake of it. Let's get this up just so that this is faster. We can do that. Now if we are in a fight where for some reason we want to run all 3 of our weapons, we can by moving our power around. I can't see what situation would actually necessitate us doing that. It could potentially be useful here, except the other thing that's useful here is just hacking their weapons. I don't think we even need to bomb. Nope, we just win. We already have a human on engines, and he has better skill than you. We don't need to clone. We don't need to vent Smith or Sophia. Sophia won't be at quite 100%, 100 hit points, but she'll be at 97. That's good enough. We do have several things to sell, don't we? Yeah, we have the ion bomb and the Pegasus. Which means we have enough scrap to buy whatever might appear in a store that we would want. We wouldn't bother with pre-igniter. Main things we would want now are like breach bomb 2, maybe another beam for the later flagship phases, like a hull beam, and we go use the small bomb in phase 1 and then go flak, halberd beam, a hull beam for the final phase. Zoltan shield bypass would be nice, but not essential. Investigate the battlefield, let's assist a survivor and try to clone them before it's too late. That's a lot of text for getting a crew member that we basically already have. Cool. In that case, we don't need the heavy laser 1 anymore. If we're in any situation where we need to get through Zoltan shields, we just use these. And for the final phase, we do that. But the final 2 phases, rather, we do that. But most of the time, we just need the small bomb. Buy all these drones. Have we already seen that beacon? We have. Let's go this way then, in case there's flights down at the bottom. We don't need the other store. This fight's tricky. I think I'd rather have the hacking. We're not that concerned about our clone bay being shut off because we have backup DNA back, so I don't care if they kill my crew. They'll still come back after the end of the fight. It's annoying that they've mind controlled one of my borders, but it's fine. Let's get door control so we can vent. How high level is that? That's level 2. This might be a double drone situation. Okay, they're not trying to fix that. Like, the fight won't end until the borders that they've sent over to us die. They can't warp them back because they don't actually have a teleport. But they still count as their crew members for the purposes of determining when the flight ends. Go help board. You even boarded with one of our humans just to make this faster since they were to hand anyway. One of our humans. The only human we have on our ship. Weapons up now. I'm surprised we haven't had a chance to find a slug at any point in these 2 slug sections we've been to. But that's how it goes sometimes. It's not like we need one. scrap. Lock them all in here. That time it worked. I'm gonna not even bother renting any of them, especially since there may not be a fight at this beacon. Looks like we're gonna be forced to the exit early, but even though the exit in this sector actually, although it was like in a good spot, the jumps that connect to it, they're not in such great spots. Pirate or Zoltan? Let's go Pirate. We could get through Zoltan shields fairly quickly, but I can't be bothered. We can deal with giant alien spiders. Or Caldwell. We can deal with fights in asteroid fields as well. Yeah, this ship never has more than 2 crew. What are you hacking? If you think that's gonna matter, you are in for a big surprise. These guys don't need venting. I will wait until my teleporter is off cooldown though. Yeah, this ship, you always want to see this particular layout when you're playing a boarding ship. Always 2 crew. And, you know, even if it turns out they're 2 Mantis, like, you can still generally outdo them with, you know, some good tactics and or a second lot of boarders. And most often, or, you know, there were 2 rocks, but... Oh, we'll take that. We're definitely not going to need 20 fuel in this sector, or 22 fuel as we had in this sector. More asteroid fields. This fight's a little annoying. We may not get to hack until they shoot a missile. And our defense drone, yeah, they're gonna... They also only have a 2-tile weapon room, which is annoying. Okay. They did shoot down the 1 missile. I was worried it might shoot an asteroid instead. Still, we have control over the doors. Get the med bay. It's not a level 3 med bay, so now they'll start trying to go and fix the med bay, or run to the med bay to heal. That means they'll just die. Oh, are they trying to fix the med bay? That's not acceptable. I was wrong, they would indeed try to fix the med bay. Thank you, defensive drone. This time you did your job. More fights to go too. Fight the ship. It's only like the second ship we fought in the entire run that has a Zoltan shield. And their weapons are not that dangerous. Although these kinda line up, but the odds that we take 4 shots from the verse 3 are not that high. What crew do you have over there? Yeah, this is like a double Mantis ship, but we probably don't need to hack. Okay. Actually, we didn't need to vent these guys since we're going to a store, and they would have therefore had 2 jumps worth of healing, but... oh well. We don't really have anything to sell, so we're just looking for, like, Zoltan Shield Bypass, or... another beam, although actually, frankly, you know, we've got Flak Burst too. Halberd Beam, who cares? We have the Holy Trinity. By the auto reloader, I guess. We don't need the other flak. I suppose we could do it to prevent us from having to go to weapon 7, but I really don't think we need to be, we don't really need to economize on our spending here. Should I buy the combat drone? Is the other question. This might be our last store of the run. Okay, no it isn't. This isn't guaranteed. Like, I'd prefer a beam drone for getting through the phase 3 Zoltan Shield. We have lots of scrap, let's just do it. We could have got drone recovery on there as well, but frankly, it's late enough in the run that I don't need that. Fight this ship. I might actually get forced to dive here, but I don't care. The way the sector is laid out. Go in there. Nice. Yeah, that jump will actually get taken over. I suppose we can backtrack. Okay, yeah, there's a beam drone here, so we'll take that instead. Combat drone wasn't necessary. Suppose I could have kept it and used both, but whatever. There's even a pre-igniter here if we really wanted it, but... like, I do need to actually get my weapons up enough to use the halberd beam, so I might as well do that instead. And we don't really get any more beacons by taking the lower jump and diving, so... we will be diving at the exit here, but it's fine. We can take one dive, we get a free repair. This is a chance at a high scrap reward, and we got it. Cool. Give me some power now. Stress. We will destroy and loot the ship. We don't have the blue option because the halberd beam is not currently active, but who cares? Actually put you on. The beam drone might be useful if we fight a Zoltan Shield ship, well, the odds of that are... yeah, there could be one here. There sometimes are some in pirate sectors. Start getting some buffer upgrades. We will reject this offer. These humans. Cool, we don't need to even use a missile for that. You two go to shields. Get advantage. must not have liked you very much. Be smashed by our powerful Engis. They crushed them effortlessly. We don't need to vent our crew because the next jump is a dive. Get our engines up, we might be able to get out before the ASB with level 6 engines. It's not guaranteed, but it is a possibility. Nice weapons. We'll let them shoot these two, they can't get through our shields. The ASB timing is slightly randomized, so it's not certain that level 6 will get out, but here it was. It was a fairly late ASB. Actually, let's send you two. She takes the damage, doesn't take damage, and we get out. Wow, we don't even need to clone those guys. Go here, that sees more. Now we just want to, like, max the reactor and get teleporter 3. Let more of them in. Double bomb in our empty hole, you fiends. Lots of cloning. That fight was there. We'll still take it. We have enough time. What are you hacking? Nothing that particularly matters. We don't really need our weapons for this. Forward with just 2 so that we have more control over their weapons. As soon as these guys are suffocated, we will board weapons again. Now we missed. Okay, we'll have to put another... drone here, unfortunately. Still, we will eventually punch that all the way down. Buys us loads of time to do it in. It's only against these quite late auto scouts that this tactic is a little weaker, just because you have to punch down so many weapon levels that if they have a miss, you know, 1 or 2 power missile, it can be difficult to get to it in time. That's an Artemis missile, which means they'll never be able to use it again, because they'll never have more than level 1 weapons ever again. We don't need our shields right now. Let's start using our conventional weapons. Oh yeah, we also want to keep the hack on just to slow the repairs. Let's break that so they can stop making this take longer than it needs to. Good. Go start working on the shields. Okay, for some reason I only sent one of them over. Good, we start hitting those. U-board into there. Okay, now our flak and burst laser will rip them to bits. They'll occasionally annoy me by bringing their hack back up. Or maybe not. Nope. One more power. Do that. Head towards the repair station. Yes, prepare to fight the rebel ship. Cool. Really? Don't allow them to fix that anymore. A lot of fire over there. The people we saved just offered us gratitude, which we can't use to upgrade our systems at all. Maybe didn't need to do this. We may be going to... Yeah, we're going to repair next. We didn't need to do that. Oh well. Teleporter up. Repair station. Give me more power. Seems like there's more options if we get on here. This might end up also being a double drone fight, although maybe not, because we can board with 4 people all at once, so that doesn't necessarily actually help us in that regard. We're doing it anyway. Really? You fucking dickhead. Can maybe do it? No. How annoying. Still that's down. Break this. Start hitting the shields. Don't use any more bombs. Cool, they broke it as they were dying. That is a thing that's possible to happen, because like they continue to apply damage for a frame or two after they die. Like it's sort of based on when they check for whether the crew are dead versus when it checks for when they apply damage. There's a bit of a discrepancy. And we got him as volley. Yeah, we're gonna take those two fights and then go up to fight the flagship. My brother in Christ, it is Sector 8, and you have one heavy laser to pop shields. Well, let's try to do this without using resources then. Okay, we have plenty of bombs to use since they're dodging stuff. They also have a repair drone, so that will reactor maxed. Do this, I guess. This ship is a little bit more formidable. I'm gonna hack shields because it's a 4-tile room, and that allows us to fight more easily. These weapons don't sync up very well anyway, so we can probably alpha strike them. So, we got phase 1 coming up in a moment. wanted to be really greedy, we could even take this fight beforehand, but I think I'll do that in between phases. Phase 1... it doesn't really matter. We do want the defense drone, the other drones are irrelevant. You could use the anti-drone to try to shoot down the hack, but I don't think that's a good practice. Even though here it won't matter as much because we don't need our weapons. I don't want a delayed hack. We'll just let them hack through, and we'll work around whatever they do. The worst would be shields. Teleporter and Clone Bay don't really matter because you can micro around level 3. With a level 3 teleporter, you can micro around it, and with Clone Bay hack will be a backup DNA bank. It will just slow things down. Phase 3, we kind of want to be able to run defense drone and beam drone, so let's do this. What are you hacking? That's annoying, but not that breaking your weapons anyway. Cool, got those down. We could potentially even dodge with other crew just to make sure they don't fix this, but I don't think we need to use our non-Mantis for that. One back. Especially since we can just, if they fix it, just hit it with a bomb. See if I can pick you off. Nope. He probably escapes the clone bay. The med bay. No. We're the ones with the clone bay. Yeah. The other one didn't, though. Ah, we were just too slow. I didn't time it right. Oh well. We have plenty of bombs. We can afford to do silly things like that. Come on in. Our guys will die here, it's fine. Now we don't actually need level 8 shields. Yeah, we can't keep that down. Ultimately, we are going to kill all of these people. It's just a matter of how much they annoy us in the meantime. Gotcha. You get in there. Here we go. All the crew are dead. We can now have free reign of the flagship and do whatever the hell we want to it in all phases. They will start fixing the stuff that we've broken now, but we will kill them pretty fast. Let's break their... They only have level 2 engines in this phase, so once you take that out, you can make sure everything hits. Break that weapon as well, because why not? Come on back now. And yeah, they've only just got their first points of repair. 31. Cool, the fight's still there. We probably want max piloting since we don't have mind control counter for phase 3. We once had 2 people with max piloting skill. Stick did, but he's been cloned so many times that he doesn't remember any of that. Keep the small bomb for this fight, but we want to swap it out before fighting the flagship again. Wipe him out. We do not need a random human. Also didn't really need to clone these people, but it's sort of habit at this point. Sad that beacon got taken over. So this phase we want the halberd beam, we also want the anti-drone for this phase. Since we don't have any way to guarantee, we can't cloak, this is a drone surge, and I don't think we kill before they get a drone surge off, though, we'll board missiles and hack shields. Also, we'll keep 2 Mantises back to fight the boarding drone. We only need level 1 teleporter here. Like, I don't care about the Mantises on the flagship. They'll get blown up and cloned. Get ready. I could have stopped this actually by putting these up. I'm not used to having a defense drone. I literally could have just put this up, shot that down, and then I could have boarded the low 4 of my guys. That was dumb. But it's fine. Smash their shields to smithereens. Let's go start breaking drones. Their shields will just burn down. Actually, maybe we can blitz these guys before they even get drone surge. Yeah. We actually managed to stop a drone surge from ever occurring. Even though we were actually inefficient there and did not board with as many people as we could have. Sadly, we don't have Zoltan Shield bypass, so we won't be able to just board and break missiles. If we did, I'd bring the small bomb back out so we could do that. So we'll probably get tagged by a missile. The only thing we can afford to do, actually, rather than getting swag sensors, which is pointless, let's get a buffer point on our drones. We'll use the beam drone this phase to help us cut down the Zoltan Shield. Hopefully they don't mind control our pilot. Just on the off chance they do, we'll start running the Engi out of the room in the jump. They did. You nasty people. Do any of you actually have any pilot skill other than him? Nope. Okay, well... Mr. Smith, you take the wheel. We'll just kill this guy. Beam drone up. Defense drone. Sad, we take 1 damage. We don't need the beam drone anymore. Our defense drone got hit there, unfortunately. So we take a few more hits. But for not having cloaking, this is very minimal damage. They'll break this before they get to use another one. Can even put the beam drone on. Oh no, it's the old ancient enemy of Mantis B. Our oxygen has been broken. I reckon that you run out of hull before I run out of oxygen. Not to mention that I have a backup DNA bank. Thank you, beam drone. So that was a very easy run. We got very strong very early, and we stayed there. So that is number 16, and that's a very good score indeed, mid-6000s. We had loads and loads of fights and loads of scrap. We had long-range scanners from early on. That's actually my highest score ever on this ship. Well, on this profile, I might have had a higher one previously. I don't know that I have. I often don't score that highly on this ship because you don't tend to dive very much. The fact that we had 2 nebulas helped. We got loads and loads of jumps. You don't dive as much because you don't get cloaking, and therefore any dive is not as safe. So you tend to have, in my experience, or at least I tend to have a few fewer beacons. A few fewer. You know what I mean. So, who's up next? 3, 2, 1, go. Already done you, haven't we? I need to check. I think we have. Yes, we played Kestrel B as the 4th ship on this streak. We played Rock B as the 2nd. I don't think we played Crystal B. No, we haven't. I should remember that I have a list of the ones we haven't played at the bottom, so rather than scrolling up to find the ones that we have played, I should just look at that. That would be more sensible. But, well, we've won one 4-person boarding ship, and next time we'll have another one. So I hope you enjoyed the run, and I will see you for Crystal B. Bye for now.